There are no permanent friends or permanent enemies in geopolitics, only permanent interests. West Asia is going through some serious realignments. Old foes are learning to live with each other. A superpower is recoiling after decades of interference, and others are vying for more power in the region. In our top story this week, we decode this realignment in West Asian relations.
There's been a major breakthrough in West Asia. The nuclear deal talks have shown some progress. On Sunday, the UN atomic watchdog chief visited Tehran. He had a tough assignment. 1. Bring Iran back to the negotiating table. And 2. Avoid the West from passing a resolution against Iran. But Rafael Grossi got the job done. Iran's atomic energy chief will visit Vienna next week. That's when the UN atomic watchdog will hold its annual conference. Iran may not attend, but there will be talks on the sidelines. Plus, Tehran has permitted the IAEA to service its monitoring equipment. Basically, cameras that observe the nuclear facilities. Most of it had either been destroyed or damaged. Iran even admitted the removal of the damaged cameras. The IAEA chief will soon return to Tehran to install new cameras.
I did not get any promises. One thing I got is the agreement that this is something that needs to be done. And this is why I hope to be very soon in Tehran to have this type of conversation, which is badly needed.
These are big concessions from Iran. But the question is, how will the West respond? They were planning to push a resolution against Iran in Vienna. That seems to be off the table. The next step is sanctions. Joe Biden had made his position clear. Iran must rejoin the nuclear deal. Only then will sanctions be lifted. Tehran's position is the exact opposite. Lift the sanctions and we will rejoin the deal. The new president, Ibrahim Raisi, says he's open to talks, but not for the sake of it. Clearly, he wants incentives. But will the US oblige? There are some positive indications. Washington is slowly withdrawing its commitments to Saudi Arabia. First, they pulled out US soldiers. Now they're removing US defense systems. Patriot missiles stationed near Riyadh have been redeployed. The timing of this move is important. Saudi Arabia is being targeted by Iran-backed rebels in Yemen. Just a few days back, a Saudi prince publicly asked US to not pull the missiles, but Washington did it anyway. And that's not all. Joe Biden ended America's support for Riyadh's war in Yemen. On 9/11, he declassified documents that link Saudi nationals to the attack. Some of them are Saudi government officials. On cue, Pentagon Chief Lloyd Austin cancelled his visit to Riyadh, a sign of America drifting away from Saudi Arabia. Meanwhile, others in the region are playing the role of mediator. On Sunday, Iraq's Prime Minister Mustafa al-Kadhimi visited Iran. He met with President Ibrahim Raisi. Iraq is supposed to be the middleman here. They have hosted 3 rounds of Iran-Saudi talks, and last month they brought both sides together at the Baghdad summit. There is clearly appetite for mending ties. The West Asian Cold War has gone on for far too long. Iranians and Saudis are fighting too many proxy wars, wars that are neither helping them nor the region. In fact, there is precedent for such interactions. In 1998, Iran's former president Hashemi Rafsanjani visited Riyadh. He discussed oil and Iraq. In 2012, President Mahmoud Ahmadinejad was invited to Mecca. So the two forces coming together is not impossible. What we are seeing now is a lot of de-hyphenation. Saudi Arabia and US do not come as a package, neither does Israel and the US. Regimes are insulating themselves from larger power plays. They are showing that they can talk separate and engage with each other on separate issues. A realignment that is shaping the politics in the region. West Asia Bureau, WION, World is One.